Hello and welcome to your Thursday night edition of the Beaver News. I'm Conrad Cartmell.
And I'm Delgado. We're glad you could join us this evening. Oregon State student Matt Fettig was diagnosed with leukemia last year, causing the Greek community here at OSU to rally around him and his family. Here are Madeline Lee and Stephanie Paul for the full story.
Phi Delta Theta fraternity at Oregon State had a member last year who was diagnosed with leukemia and needed a bone marrow transplant. His brother, Blair Fettig, is now president and founder of Be the Match at Oregon State. We caught up with him to see the organization's success and its role on campus.
Last year, the Fight for Matt was created when my brother was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia last year. My brother's name is Matt, so we decided to start the Fight for Matt to support him and raise money for his medical bills. Through this, I got a lot of recognition from Be the Match, and Matt actually was saved by a bone marrow transplant through Be the Match. So the evolution from Fight for Matt turned over to the Fight for All, and we wanted to make sure that we were including more than just Matt and other people that have survived cancer and are battling it. The Fight for All became a segment of the Be the Match Oregon State chapter here. And Be the Match Oregon State runs bone marrow drives for people to register and save lives through bone marrow transplant and stem cell transplant. And the Fight for All is a segment of the chapter that runs events that raises money to process and run the bone marrow drives.
How does Oregon State play a contributing role into Be the Match?
Well, Oregon State is currently a Be the Match on campus chapter. So that's an official club, an organization on this campus. And the mission for the club is to bring about awareness and education on this campus, and also do bone marrow registration, which will save lives.
How the process of registering is, you'll go to the booth and they will ask you for some basic information, and then most of the time will be swabbing your cheeks. That should take about 5 minutes, and then they will send it to a database in Minneapolis, and it'll be processed to see if you were a match with any cancer patients, blood cancer patients, and see if you could save their life. Last year, we had 103 people registered at Oregon State. That's relatively small around the country. Most chapters have possibly 1,000, a couple hundred. The largest have thousands. And we actually had 13 people matched out of our 103. Comparatively, at another chapter, they had 5,000 people registered and only had 5 people matched. So they consider the Northwest more of a hotspot because it is less than 1% chance you're going to be chosen. And 13 out of 103, it's around 13% of our bone marrow drive. So they want to start doing more bone marrow drives in the Northwest and hopefully save more lives.
So we've heard that the Pacific Northwest is a major hotspot for these bone marrow drives and everything. What do you think about that?
I think it's really great. And there's a lot of reasons for that. I think that one of the reasons is that there has been a lot of patients in the area who have stepped up and want to get involved once they find out that, they're in need, or that maybe they found a match and they want to give back, they want to pay back. And I think a lot of that has to do with just the sense of community that is in this area. People really want to help each other, they know each other, and they want to do what they can to, help.
Around the Greek community, I believe that Fight for All and the Be the Match Oregon State has more banded Greek community. For our chapter, we have members from all the Greek houses all around, as well as a lot of people from around Oregon State. So I think, and hopefully Be the Match Oregon State and Fight for All in the future furthers our community and brings us together for a great cause. My main goal as the president of Be the Match Oregon State is to spread the awareness of Be the Match and spread the popularity and make sure people know when bone marrow drives are. We actually recently just added 10 social media accounts under Be the Match Oregon State. Our main goal is just for everyone to know it is a really good cause. It's not hard to sell to people. You can literally save a life if you just take 15 minutes to register for the bone marrow drive.
With Blair Fettig's help, Oregon State has been a huge contributor to Be the Match. We found that with only a 15-minute registration, you could potentially save a life or be the match. This has been Madeline Lee and Stephanie Paul with KBVR News.
Thank you, Madeline and Leah. It's great to hear such inspirational stories here on campus. After the break, find out what the Organic Growers Club hoo-ha is.
The Organic Growers Club had its annual hoo-ha on Tuesday, and to find out what was up, we sent Leah Williams and Javier Sanchez to the site.
I'm Leah Williams, and we're here today at the hoo-ha right outside of Corvallis. And we're excited to see what's going on here today.
The hoo-ha is a celebration of Earth Day.
Yeah.
And it's on Earth Day. That's the thing. It's not like on a Saturday of community. This is Earth Day. It's Tuesday this week. Sorry. But it's super nice out. Look at that. There's the sun there. And it's all about soil. That's what it's all about. It's soil.
And so what exactly do people do here at the event?
Excellent question. I'm not exactly sure, but we dig in the earth and we plant our onions. The whole thing is a complete ruse just for planting onions. We get our 10,000 onions planted today. We start them the Tuesday nearest February 15th, and then we plant them on Earth Day, which is April 22nd. And that's what we do. We have live music, free food, and free transportation to and from the university. We've done this. It's the 11th or 12th annual hoo-ha.
So what made you want to start this?
Well, Earth Day is something that started in 1970. After I was born, so I was born before 1970. And we've been at the student farm here for 14 years. This is our 14th year, and we've always had a hoo-ha. Well, not quite. We missed the first 2 years.
Well, that's awesome.
But it's all about the earth. I mean, we grow crops here, and we build community here. And I don't mean like in a eating spinach sort of way, like in a fun way. We actually have a lot of fun here, and we actually grow vegetables. We're here every Thursday night from 4:30 to dark for the last 14 years. We serve a hot supper here. Except for the depths of winter, we're here on Sunday morning for Sunday school, and that goes from 9 to noon. So 14 years we've been doing that out here. Hey, welcome to hoo-ha. Right on. Food's coming. Hope you're hungry.
Well, thank you so much for your time,
Sure.
and this is exciting. We're excited to see more. Yeah.
Look at the bubble guy over there. He's been coming for 10 years, and they've got we got the farm stand string band coming up next, and we've got and we have our featured artist, Emily Platt Love, will be playing. She's a country western singer. Wonderful.
Awesome.
Wonderful.
I pretty much just bubble the whole time. They have great food. They've got ice cream sometimes, usually in warmer weather. That's appreciated more. It's great that they're doing it. It's great to get everybody out on Earth Day and be in touch with the land.
So what's your favorite part of it? I guess I would ask. Besides the bubbles.
Probably. I love the bubbles.
Yeah.
I must admit. I love the bubbles.
How did you get involved?
Oh, gosh. They must have found me on the internet or something. I don't remember how. I've been doing it for probably 6 years or something like that. And I don't remember how I first got connected up with it. But, yeah, they must have found me on the internet.
Well, you've seen it all, especially here today on Earth Day. It's all about the soil. Thanks for joining us at the hoo-ha.
Well, that looked delicious. We'll be right back after the break with more coverage of Earth Day 2014.
Welcome back. If you missed the flash mob in the quad this week, Anna Singer caught it on camera.
Campus Recycling felt there was no better day than Earth Day to hold a flash mob in the middle of the community fair in the quad on Tuesday.
Today is just to raise awareness about Earth Day. This was the Earth Day flash mob. So we've been putting this together for about a month now, and it's been interesting. We've never put together a flash mob before, so today was an overall success, I feel. We've got booths from all around campus. There's about 50 organizations or more here today from different campus organizations, off campus, all targeting sustainability. This was definitely a great learning experience, and we'll be able to take what we saw here today and be able to meld it, maybe flex it around a bit and see what we can do with it in the future.
Today, being Earth Day, is about our planet and where we live, and the fact that we're using a lot of resources to sustain our lifestyle that Earth just can't keep up with. And so today at the community fair, Waste Watchers in particular, along with Campus Recycling, the Student Sustainability Initiative, the Sustainability Office, all of us are here today talking about ways that people can reduce their dependence on all these resources, whether that's recycling things or taking a bike to work. We're here to tell people and show people how they can save and reduce their consumption in everyday life. Throw less stuff away. Put simply, throw less stuff away. A little bit more complex. We did a recent audit of one of the dining centers, and about 95% of what we pulled from one meal's trash could have been composted or recycled. So if you want to go with one way, throw less stuff away.
So what are you going to do to help be sustainable and keep the earth green? Recycle.oregonstate.edu has plenty of ideas and suggestions to get you thinking green. This has been Anna Singer with the Beaver News.
As many of you know, Tuesday was Earth Day. Conrad and I went out in the quad and asked people what they did to help respect the earth. Conrad and I are out here in the quad asking people what they did to celebrate Earth Day and what they need to be better about.
I went out on a run this morning for the sunrise, so I enjoyed that. And I could have taken a shorter shower.
I could definitely recycle more because in my room I know I throw a lot of recyclables away just because it's easier for me to do. So if I could recycle more, it'd probably help out a lot.
I would like to recycle more water bottles because I use a lot of water bottles. Maybe garden more, take care of the grass, maybe not litter as much, be more respectful to what we have been given and treat it nicely.
I haven't per se done anything today, but I know that I do take longer showers than I should, so I should probably definitely cut down on those. But I'm pretty good about recycling everything and making sure that it's not just like thrown away in the trash.
We are cleaning up our darts because they are not biodegradable, making sure that we clean up after our Humans vs. Zombies game.
Same thing in general on campus. In my real life, I'm also incorporating solar panels into my house for my parents.
We have a modified Raven Blaster and a Strife.
Regular, unmodified Strife.
I definitely think that by participating in a lot of events that are held here, and by just gaining awareness about Earth Day would help a lot.
I haven't yet done anything, but recycle, of course. You can always recycle.
Yeah, I would say recycle and just pick up trash and just help out, things like that.
I didn't do anything for Earth Day. I didn't even know it was Earth Day, actually. But something I could do better, we have a lot of beer cans at our house, and those don't always get recycled, so we could definitely take those down to the recycling center. I don't know, maybe give them, I know some people that collect them, so give them to them, they can take them back. Get their 5-cent deposit.
Tonight I'm planning on not washing my hands at all to save water.
I mean, we reused fabric for our class, which we do often, but unknowingly, I guess. But something I could do better is probably recycle water bottles.
Some trash on the ground that I could pick up, I could see.
Yeah, I like to recycle.
Conrad and I are out here in the quad asking people what they...
It's the wrong package. They just looped it. No, they're looping it. So it looks like a lot of people at Oregon State are thinking about how to take care of the earth. What did you do for Earth Day, Dana?
I tried to be a little more aware of how long of a shower I took, so I cut that down a little bit. What about you?
I'm actually teaching my roommates how to recycle.
How's that going?
It's a process, but they're learning.
Slowly but surely.
Yep, they're really trying.
There you go.
We'll be right back after the break.
Campuses Take Charge is dedicated to making OSU one of the most energy-efficient campuses in the nation, and we need your help.
I take charge.
I take charge.
I take charge.
I'm a fourth-year engineering student.
I'm a senior instructor of geosciences at OSU.
I'm the OSU Sustainability Coordinator.
And I take charge by eating vegan.
I take charge by raising my own chickens for eggs.
I take charge by meeting 100% of my home's needs with photovoltaic panels.
I'm the Student Diversity Budgeting Co-Chair, and I take charge by buying in bulk.
How do you take charge?
Visit energizecorvallis.org and pick 3 energy-saving actions to try for 1 month. At the end of the month, give us feedback about your actions and we'll send you a coupon card for local Corvallis businesses.
Take charge.
If any of you have been dreaming of going to Hawaii, here's the next best thing with Greg Germano.
Saturday, April 19th, was Hui o Hawaii's 59th annual Luau. Coliseum, where guests enjoyed a variety of food and Polynesian-themed performances for just $15. For more information about Oregon State's Hui o Hawaii Club, please visit groups.oregonstate.edu/Hawaiian.
Julia Cameron is here now with her weekly Interesting Person Report.
Hi, I'm Morgan. I'm a junior at Oregon State, and I'm currently a marketing major and a member of Alpha Phi. I work at Oregon State University's Craft Center, and I'm the Marketing, Promotions, and Outreach Coordinator there. A few things that we do is we hold the holiday marketplace during December, where local artisans come in and sell their handcrafted products. The Craft Center is open 7 days a week to adults and students. We offer many workshops and studio space in woodworking, ceramics, silkscreen, fibers, fine arts, jewelry, and a lot of other fun things. My favorite thing to do at the Craft Center is to work on the potter's wheel. An interesting fact about me is I have a twin sister who also attends Oregon State University, and she's a nursing major. A few activities I like to do outside of school involve I love to hike. I also like to cross-country ski. Anything outdoors I love, like soccer. Right now I'm in a rugby class, and that's been pretty interesting. I've met some really fun people, and just mostly hang out with friends. How I show my Beaver pride is I love going to the football games. Go Beavs!
So the weather took a turn for the worse this week, but what does the weekend have in store? We've got Conrad Greer here to let us know what to expect.
Thanks, Conrad and Nana. Hey everyone, it's Conrad Greer again for your weekend weather forecast at KBVR. Corvallis is going to be very rainy this weekend, with temperatures ranging near the 60s. Put on an extra pair of rain gear because it's going to be a drizzler. As always, KBVR is interested in your weekend travels, so we've highlighted a few of the more popular destinations for you. Newport has showers throughout the weekend with temperatures staying in the 50s. Coupled with strong winds, it's gonna be bone chilling. Portland and Salem will be experiencing rain and light winds with temperatures near 60 degrees. Across the chilly Cascades, Bend will be experiencing mixes of rain and snow with nighttime temperatures sticking just above freezing. Watch the roads for possibilities of black ice. Roseburg is going to be raining all weekend with temperatures in the 60s. Back in Corvallis for week 5, temperatures are going to be in the high 60s, sun is going to return, it's going to be nice. As always, keeping the sun shining here, I'm Conrad Greer, back to you in the studio.
So I guess we have a little more rain this weekend. We'll be right back after the break to give you an inside look at OSU student media.
Max Bettendorf is back this week with the inside look at KBVR FM, In the Pines, Split Screen, and Locals Live.
Well, hello there. I didn't see you come in. Well, now that you're here, I'd like to be the first one to welcome you to The Recap. Here on The Recap, I'm going to tell you all about 88.7 KBVR FM, as well as updates to Split Screen, Locals Live, How We Did It. This week on Split Screen, the gang tries their hand at Sega All-Star Racing, as well as dabbling in a bit of tabletop gaming. I don't personally believe that tabletop gaming is a split-screenable action, but we'll give it to them. Check that stuff out for yourself come next week, Wednesday, or on KBVR 26's YouTube page the following Thursday. Ever wonder what happens on the KBVR radio station? Ever wonder where all of that lovely music comes from? Ever wonder who's the mastermind behind all of the variety of music? Ever wonder why I ask so many questions? Well, believe it or not, which I'm confident you won't, KBVR FM has over 91 different DJs that's playing music on FM 88.7 all day long, keeping the music rocking for you all day long. Obviously, they have nearly over 100 different varieties of music for you, the listeners, to listen to whenever you so please. Well, I'm here to tell you that this week on KBVR FM, DJ JT is in the station nearly every Wednesday from noon to 1. Be sure to check that out, as well as check out his show every third Wednesday of the month, where he does a bit of a rap dabble just for you.
Gotta keep quiet, don't let it all come undone. 'Cause if I tell...
Also featured on KBVR FM is DJ Nunn, who specializes in all that is metal, punk, industrial, and noise, calling his session Catastrophic Freak Explosion. If that's what you're into, make sure to check it all out on Friday from 10 to midnight every week. Make sure you check them all out at their respective times on 88.7 KBVR FM or online at spillitron.com, spelled spillitron.com. Locals Live has finally released their new show, and if you missed it, I've got a clip right here for you all to enjoy. Now, wasn't that magical? If you want to check out the whole show, navigate your way over to the KBVR 26 YouTube page and check it out for yourself. Again, on How We Did It, the Prophets of Effects managed to send their story flying and show you, the viewer, just how they did it. How they did it. Oh, how we do it. Oh, I get it. They always get me with that one. Be sure to check it out for yourself this Friday on KBVR Channel 26.
If you're interested in getting involved with any of these shows or programs, come down to the KBVR studios in Snell Hall.
So it was a slow week for Beaver athletics, but with the NBA playoffs starting, we've got Marvin here to get the reaction on the latest Blazers performance.
The playoffs are underway and have been off to an exciting start. Plenty of big shots, big plays, and lots of intensity. It's only the first round and the NBA fans are already on the edge of their seats. This is the Portland Trail Blazers' first playoff appearance since the 2011 playoffs, where they lost in the first round to the eventual champion Dallas Mavericks. And if they go on to win the series, it will be the first time they've won a playoff series since 2000. We met up with students to discuss what they think about the Blazers so far in the playoffs. You watched the game on Sunday, and what were your reactions from it?
I did watch the game on Sunday. Honestly, it was one of the best basketball games I've ever watched. And, you know, just seeing the Blazers be resilient and not giving up, even when it looked multiple times like they were going to lose. They were fighting an uphill battle the whole game, and LaMarcus Aldridge and Damian Lillard just went off and were able to hit some clutch shots, and the Blazers just pulled it off.
Yeah. LaMarcus had a big game, set a playoff record for the Blazers. Do you think he can continue a strong performance?
I do. You know, I don't necessarily know if he's going to put up 46 points a night, kind of a thing, but you know, he's a big threat, somebody that the Rockets constantly have to pay attention to. I mean, it's going to be a big factor tonight, as the Rockets are going to be, you know, trying to find an answer for LaMarcus. And, you know, honestly, hopefully that opens up more doors for other guys like Nick Batum and Wesley Matthews to get more shots, because they're going to be focused so much on LaMarcus.
Yeah. And if the Blazers want to pull out the series, who else needs to step up for them besides Aldridge and Lillard?
I think it's Nick Batum, personally. I think that, you know, he's got to lock down Chandler Parsons on the defensive end and be a little bit more aggressive on the offensive side, too. And if Nick Batum starts being somebody else they got to worry about, I think that's going to be really big for the Trailblazers.
Is there any players you'd like to see get more playing time off the bench in this series?
That's a tough one. You know, I like seeing the starting five out there as much as you can, and getting a lot of, you know, putting Thomas Robinson in there when it looks like they just need more energy. Like if things are starting to lull a little bit, you throw Thomas Robinson out there. Is probably the guy that just kind of puts a fire under him.
Yeah. Agree. Thank you, Joel. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Cyrus, did you watch the game on Sunday, and what were your reactions from it?
I did watch it. We were a little nervous there. Towards the fourth quarter, the refs weren't giving us many calls, but it's good to put it into overtime and then get the win at the end.
Yeah, what do you think about LaMarcus Aldridge's performance?
I think he really stepped up the way he needed to, and was a good leader vocally also, and definitely needs to keep that up throughout the series.
Yeah. So Damian Lillard had 31 points in his first playoff game. Do you think he can continue that stellar play as the series goes on?
I do think so. You know, he's a good good young guy, and I think he has the attitude to be able to do that on a consistent basis. So yeah, I definitely think he will.
And do you think the Blazers are going to win this series? And if you do, how many games do you think it's going to take them?
I think they're going to win in 6.
All right. I'm Marvin Lewis. Thank you for watching this edition of Beaver News Sports. We'll see you next week.
The Blazers followed up their playoff debut with a win against the Rockets last night. Well, that's all the time we have for you tonight. I'm Conrad Cartmell.
And I'm Dana Delgado. For more of your Beaver news, be sure to watch us on YouTube, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Thanks, and have a wonderful night.